So why do people hate America? Boy, isn't this a can of worms? Well, first off, let's start with the name. The USA is known as America. America is the name of the continent. It's not really a big deal, but that's sort of where it starts. It's the arrogance that the rest of us see from Americans. Now, that's not to say that everyone in the United States is this way, but it's definitely how we as non-Americans feel. I remember hearing a comedian, I'm not sure who it was, I think it might have been Doug Stanhope, but he said, like, if some fat rich guy went around at a party going, "I'm the best there is here, you all suck, I'm the best, I'm the greatest guy in the world, you are all stupid, you're all crap, I got the best of everything," how popular do you think that guy would be? How long would it be until they kicked him out of that party? So in Canada, we live right next to the United States. There's 32 million of us. There's 300 and maybe 20 million if you include, illegal aliens and such. 320 million in the United States. Obviously, we in Canada get a lot of American media. In fact, we're saturated with American media. We have our own media, our own channels. But, we get all the major networks, we get all the satellite networks, everything like that. And all the time, constantly, whenever Canada is mentioned in American media, it's always to put us down. It's always to say we're stupid, to say we're a joke, to say our country doesn't matter, that we're nothing. Okay, fine, you can make fun of people, you can make fun of other countries, but we get these comments from people who know nothing about us. If somebody wants to say mean things about me, okay, but if you don't know anything about me, if you don't know anything about my country, can you name 5 Canadian provinces? Can you tell me who my Prime Minister is? Can you tell me who's on a Canadian $20 bill? Can you tell me what the capital of Canada is? I've been there once. And it was for 6 hours at the Detroit airport. So, admittedly, I don't know a lot about day-to-day life in the United States, but I think I know a hell of a lot more about the United States than the average American knows about Canada. And I'm sure people from a lot of other countries feel this way too. Now, I know this isn't speaking for everyone in the United States, but there is a global perception of a very dumbed-down populace. When you look at American media, popular culture, those sorts of things, there seems to be a very definite anti-intellectualism. It's not cool to be smart. It's not cool to learn about things. What's cool is to pay attention to what celebrities are doing. What's cool is to pay attention to the top 40 radio. And what's the latest dumb thing on TV? And if you're smart, somehow there must be something wrong with you. If you study, if you're academic, if you like science, not only are you not cool, you must be some kind of freak. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we have the good life in the United States. Why should we concern ourselves with such silly little things as reading a book? Now, I've met and made friends with quite a lot of people from the United States. All the people I've met from the United States have been really nice people, really friendly people. But at the same time, those are the people who leave the United States and come to Canada or Japan, where I am now. And, they want to get that worldly experience. So I'm left with the question, does the average American care about the world around them? When such a high percentage can't find their hometown, let alone their home country, on a map? Well, I guess that answers itself. And contrary to a seemingly prevalent belief, the United States is not the only country where you can say what you want, work where you want, have a democracy, and live in a multicultural society. In just about every industrialized nation in the world, you can do this. Now, to get on the subject of government, so many Americans seem to be so complacent in what their government is doing. Obviously, we all can agree now that the U.S. government is not acting in the best interests of its people, and is not acting in the best interests of the global population. But what are average Americans doing about it? I understand they have jobs and children and lives to worry about. But with the way things are going in the United States, how long will they have those things? They've already lost so many of their freedoms and just given them up. So it makes you wonder, people look at the United States, they see the United States government doing all these terrible things. They see the people of the United States letting it happen. Many of them admit that the things that their government is doing are terrible, yet they let them happen. So, I hope I've contributed something useful to this debate. And